What's going on, Trey? What's going on? Hold on one second. Make sure we go live on everything. Okay. What's going on? What's going on, family? We got a very, very powerful live today. Very powerful live today. So I'm going to go ahead and get this thing started. So as you guys coming in, tell me what city and state you're coming in from. It's about to be real exciting. As you see the title, you know what the title is. The only plan to become a Bitcoin millionaire in 2023. I got some very, very powerful, important news to share with you guys. And this is about to get very, very special. Very special. Excuse me. Let me see here. Check, make sure everything is rocking and rolling. All right. What's going on? What's going on? Listen, I'm super excited for you today. I had an amazing day, man. So for those who don't know, I have a car rental business, and I also drive Uber on the side. And yesterday, or Sunday, yesterday, well, today, I caught a flat and broke my my rim on my Tesla. But nonetheless, it allowed me to go sit down and learn some videos or watch a couple of videos in the crypto space. And I came across a phenomenal video with my guy Alex as we break down what I'm talking about today. So make sure that you tune in, take notes. Make sure you let me know what city you state you're coming in from. What's up, Vicky? I see you. How you doing, superstar? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Listen, share this out, share this out, share this out. And also, in the beginning, if you want to know the solution to what we're going to be talking about, if you want to know how to make money, manage money, and multiply your money, text the word solution to 404-995-1805. Text the word solution to 404-995-1805. And I'm going to give you the solution of what we're doing to actually make, manage, and multiply our money here in the crypto space. As you can see, my shirt says, I earn crypto backed by commodities daily, and I really do. I'm gonna show you guys I'm gonna show you guys some of that a little bit later. But let me get into what I want to get into. This video you're about to see from my guy Alex. We're not just gonna talk about the only plan to become a Bitcoin millionaire in 2023. We actually gonna show you some real statistics, right? Statistics. What's going on to you? I see you, superstar. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Now listen, let's get into this video. Make sure if you got any questions, type them in. But I'm telling you, what I'm about to show you this live, is going to be life-changing. And for those who see what I'm showing and be able to get in the game to learn how to do what we do here, okay? Oh my goodness, you're gonna have a good time. So let me go ahead and share this video real quick. Let's get this thing rocking and rolling.
This is the only strategy to become a Bitcoin millionaire. Risk comes at a cost, but it could potentially change your entire life. There's nothing else that gives you the reward that you get from crypto. Put your big boy pants on and let's make some money. I could repeatedly do it. I know it's hard to believe, but I'm here to break all of the standards of... All right, this is the only strategy to become a Bitcoin millionaire in 2023. Yes, the market's down. There's a lot of altcoins that are not doing well right now. There's all types of crazy madness happening, hacks, regulations, people getting sued, people going to jail, people fleeing countries, you name it. Cryptocurrency has been recently going through that. But I do claim here with a lot of confidence that you could still make money. You not only can make money, but you could still become a millionaire. I'm putting it in the title, and this is not clickbait. I'm very confident that you can continuously make money if you follow the strategies that I'm going to be talking about in this video. Now, I'm not talking about investing in your 401k, hopefully getting money with index funds and maybe making 3 to 7% a year and then losing it like 25% in 1 year. I'm not talking about the baby strategies. I'm talking about legitimate high risk, high reward strategies where obviously risk comes at a cost, but it could potentially change your entire life. Actual financial independence. That's what I always talk about. And that's what I will continue to talk about because I do it myself. I practice what I preach, and I've coached thousands of people and reached millions of people with this help. This is the only strategy to become a Bitcoin millionaire in 2023. I don't see another strategy that could be executed on this level to actually get you like a 5, 10x, 20x, depending on how well you're executing.
Woo! Let me tell you, 5, 10, 20x. Listen, I'm getting excited all over again, yo. I'm getting excited all over again. Let me tell you something. The project that we involved in right now, I seen my crypto portfolio go to 6,600% in 24 hours. So what he's about to talk to you guys about is real life fact, and we're going to show you real life numbers. So this gentleman, Alex, he turned $7,000 to $123,000 from these crypto projects. I'm gonna get back to the video. Take copious notes and make sure you are tapped in so you can get wrapped in. Let's go, Alex. Talk to them. Talk to them.
Is, and I'm going to just lay out every detail. I want to be clear. Crypto is the greatest financial asset class to make money on planet Earth. There's nothing else that gives you the reward that you get from crypto. It also comes with risk, obviously, lack of liquidity issues. But if you know how to navigate the market, you can get a reward that you won't get anywhere else. Let me say it one more time. Although it has extreme risks and we all know it, put your big boy pants on and let's make some money. This asset class will get you a 20 to 50x return. You can't get that with index fund in the S&P 500. You can't get that with your homeboy day trading your money, right? The day trader for 8 years can't get a 30x on his money in 1 year. I 127x my money less than a year's time. It's not a get lucky one-time situation. It's I could repeatedly do it, and I showed other people how to do it as well. I know it's hard to believe, but I'm here to break all of the standards of finance. I'm breaking all of these grandfathered traditional slow-paced standards in the financial industry. I know I've been gone for a while. I just moved into a house, but as you can see, I'm coming back with fire. I never stopped working. I'm settled in. Now it's time to make money. Financial Times reported the traditional portfolio consisting of 60% stocks and 40% bonds, which pretty much a lot of financial YouTubers that people respect, they promote 60% stocks, index funds, and 40% bonds. And guess what? It has seen its worst performance since 1932. If you would have followed this strategy for the past 3 years, you have seen the worst performance since the Great Depression. Meanwhile, I made literally almost a 20x on my entire company portfolio, and my personal portfolio did 100x. A lot of these assets are down, but I sold almost a year ago. And if you don't believe me, go look at my videos. You get in, make the ridiculous returns, and then just get out. If you cannot be greedy, that's where you get the 10, 20x, 30x returns in a year, even 100x in some cases. It's rare for 100x, but it does happen. And I'm not going to sit here and give you this baby formula. Some of you want to make money. You want to make money and become financially independent. Life is too short. You need those big wins, guys, not the little small ones sometimes. You need both.
Listen, what Alex is talking about is crypto trading. Listen, I'm telling y'all right now, we mine coins, and I'm about to get into trading coins heavily, right? The cool thing about the program that I'm a part of, we get to mine coins backed by commodities, crude oil, all kinds of different commodities. And I've actually went to these factories and saw them myself, right? I saw them myself. So when I'm telling y'all what you're about to see with this crypto trading, once you understand what Alex is about to talk about, there is nothing else to talk about but to get in. And I'm going to show you the solution of how you can get into this program. Start mining coins backed by actual commodities. I'm going to show you the liquidity of these coins. Also, to understand how to trade in the markets so you can understand what your portfolio is doing. Make money, manage money. We're going to talk about money management, and then multiply it. Let's go, Alex. Let's get back to it.
You need the small ones and the big ones, but the big ones are important. The big ones change your entire situation because most people can't stay consistent for 10 years. But if you get that big win, I really just made 100 grand. Now I can kind of like really focus and learn. That's exactly what happened to me. Sometimes you need that big win. I want to show you the nominal return of US stocks and bonds for the year 1871 to 2022. Look at 2022 at the bottom there. Look at that red mark at the bottom. Look at how bad it's been for US stocks and bonds. So if you took the grandpa basic strategy of doing 60% stocks, 40% bonds, which by the way, if you invest in your 401k, if you pay your employer 401k money, they take money out of your check, you agree to those terms, you have been seeing the worst performance since the Great Depression. Here's statistics and facts. If you take control of your finances, you could actually change your situation. If you let somebody else do it for you, you're going to get wrecked and they're going to take your money. Obvious stuff here. This is the variability of weekly returns for cryptocurrencies, which is 4x larger than stocks. Even the stock market, tech companies. I could invest in the stock market, guys. guys. I've invested in the stock market. I probably will too. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. But what I'm trying to show you here, cryptocurrencies give you a bigger range to deal with. They give you more volatility, and the more volatility equals more gains and more losses. But if you mitigate your losses and you understand crypto and you understand how to navigate it and you have discipline and you really, really learn this industry, that's where you get these big wins that you won't be able to get anywhere else. Think about it. We're moving into the next infrastructure of the internet. You don't want to be a part of that. It's not just about the short-term games, which we'll be talking about in this presentation. Like, why don't you just be a part of the big innovation thing? I try to tell this to people all the time. The cryptocurrency is not a niche. Crypto is an entire category of the world. It's like saying internet is a niche. It's pretty much everything. The internet is everything right now. And every niche in the world, the internet is involved with. So cryptocurrency is the same thing. It's not a niche. So get involved with that. Even if you lose money consistently for the next 10 years, being involved in a niche that's changing the entire world is fruitful. You will get hired somewhere just because of your blockchain knowledge. We're just very far ahead. And I will continue to preach this because it has changed my life. And there's a reason why I'm so far ahead. So I want to show you guys what the truth is. But here's a correlation between cryptocurrencies and stocks. So it's actually beautiful, right? So for example, let's say Tesla stock increases 5%. Tesla increases 5%. Bitcoin increases 15%. So it gives you more room for risk to reward. Any trader knows that increased room is actually safer because you can use less leverage. Let me say it again. A lot of people offset these small moves. So they'll invest in the S&P 500 or index funds, and that's all they'll do is they'll invest only in that. And then they'll use leverage to increase how much money they make. So a 3% move with 10x leverage is 30% increase. I don't know if you guys seen that before. A lot of day traders do that. They'll trade the S&P 500 and they use leverage. The beauty of crypto is that you can get those massive percentages without leverage. And that gives you an increased safety. Let's say you long Tesla stock. Long it means like you put leverage and you bet that it's going to go up. And it goes down 20% and you have 10x leverage. That's a 200% loss. You got liquidated. So let's say it goes down, I don't know, 2% with 10x leverage. You lost 20% of your money. The problem with leverage is that you have a chance of getting liquidated. I want to work within the gray here because a lot of people think leverage is a scam. It's not a scam. It's the only way to bet on the downside of the market. I use leverage and I've been winning. But the game here is to use as small amount of leverage as you possibly can. In every case, you want to try to not use leverage. But if you have no choice, then you use leverage. Let's say you long the S&P 500 and use 10x leverage on a 2% return. That's 20% increase. But if you get liquidated, if it goes down 100%, so 10x leverage, if it goes down 10%, S&P 500 drops 10% and you have 10x leverage, you got liquidated. There is no chance of getting liquidated if you buy Bitcoin. So if you buy Bitcoin, which is equivalent to longing the market, it goes down, it always comes back. Bitcoin always comes back up. Leverage is not bad. You just want to use least of it as possible. And the beauty, if I go back to the last chart, is that you get more volatility with crypto. There's more wins, there's more losses, but if you don't invest in scams, they usually always come back every 4 years or so with the Bitcoin cycle. If we look at the 10-year chart for returns, 2011, Bitcoin went up 1,473%. Then in 2012, 186. You don't get that anywhere else. Look at 2013, 5,507. Where do you get that anywhere else? But in 2014, it went down 58%. But look at the returns up. If you made 5,507, are you going to be mad about a 58% loss?
Nope.
You guys hear what I'm saying here? 2015, 35% increase in 125. Then look, if you make 1,331% increase, are you going to be mad about a 73% loss?
Nope.
No, because you made an absurd amount of money. It gives you more wiggle room to be wrong. 2019, it went up 95%, and then it went up 31%. It went up 90%. Now, look, Bitcoin returns, they're slowing down. But look, the loss is 81%, right? Returns are slowing down. We all know that. Big gains are still possible with altcoins, like I told you guys before. If you look at Bitcoin versus gold, right? Bitcoin return 2010. Look at the difference. Are you going to be a gold bug? Do you really want to be involved with gold when Bitcoin increased 9,900%, but gold went up 29%? Is that what you really want to do here? Bro, you spend 1/3 of your life at a job. You spend 1/3 of your life sleeping, and then you spend 1/3 of your life with free time. So you want to spend your free time returning 29%? Or wouldn't you want to be involved in an asset class and have financial education? Something that's actually like fulfilling 5,507%. I don't even know how much money that is. If you invest $1,000 into a 10,000% return, it's like, it's crazy multiples. And it can actually change your life. And guess what? If you wait 4 years in cryptocurrency, it can actually change your life. If you wait 4 years in gold, you might make a little bit of money, but it's safe. But not really. It dropped 28% and it takes too long. Like when you get that 5,507%, you get out. Stop being the guy that's like, I'm not going to look at my investments forever. I'm just going to wait 30 years and then somehow it's just going to play out. Why don't you just get out when it goes up 5,507%? What is this adoption option of just doing nothing. This narrative is wrong. People on the internet are pushing this narrative. I'm just going to do nothing with my retirement. I'm just going to dollar cost average into index funds and 401ks and get my 7% because I know it's stable. Life is not stable. Look around you. We're potentially going to war. There's huge confrontations all over planet Earth right now, and you're worried about a 3 to 7% return on an S&P 500 index fund. That 3 to 7% is not going to change anything. Some of you don't even have savings. This is exactly what happened to me. I made 127x return, and then I took 1/3 of it. I threw it in savings. I took another third of it. I threw it in my business, and I took the other third of it, and I invested it back into crypto, and then I got another 20x the next cycle. I got savings and large amounts of money because I got one big win. You need a big win, and it's possible. The slow, consistent thing is fine. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. It's a combination. You need the big wins, and then you need the consistency. Stop listening to people. Look at real estate. Real estate's the safest thing on planet Earth. I need a house. I don't got a house. I want a house where I can set up my Tesla charging station. I could not move ever again because I just moved for the past 3 weeks. So it was so annoying. And that's the reasons I want to buy a house. But look at the returns on the housing market. While Bitcoin went up 9,900%, the housing market went up 28%. It went up 28. Does it even sound exciting? Are you guys excited? 2019, 95% increase. Real estate went up 29%. All I'm saying is that, yes, it's more consistent on the real estate side. But when it comes to your generation, like you generating capital to put the down payment on the house, where are you going to get that from? You got to start off with something. And I think the best way to start off is crypto. You could preserve your wealth in real estate. There's nothing wrong with that. Like I genuinely feel like in the future, I'm going to have multiple properties. I'm going to have my own family house as well as other rented out properties, et cetera, et cetera. I get it. And if you have less than $10 million, like if you got a 20x on 10 million, do the math. If you want to retire, I personally would never retire. It's selfish thought. You just want to make money, exit life, and then not deal with people. Like what? No. To the day I die, I will be helping humans on planet Earth. To the day I die, that's what I do. That being said, I don't need to preserve wealth like that. I do to a certain extent, but I'm young. And a lot of you are young. And a lot of you have less than 10 million. If you only have 20K to your name, it's probably not smart. You put that on a down payment on a house and get wrecked. And have to fix the electricity and have to fix the AC units to get a measly $300 a month in rent, whip-de-doo, and a 10% return. That's why a lot of you are stuck watching people like us play the game, which is trying to get absurd returns and offsetting the risk. Finding absurd returns, high risk, high reward, offset the risk. Don't be a degenerate. Don't be a gambler in crypto. If you're just not a gambler, you'll get your 10x. Bitcoin versus the S&P 500. I'm not going to beat a dead horse. I just want to show you that cryptocurrency is the best financial asset class on planet Earth.
Now, why? Before you show me that, we're talking about crypto, right? We're talking about crypto trading. Let me show you what we got access to when you get part of this program I'm going to talk to you about crypto trading. I'm going to show y'all real quick the kind of crypto trading we get to do, okay? So as you see my tab right here, you see when you get into our program, we get access to crypto trading, the full suite, okay? Everything's talking about risk management. Everything is in here, right? For less than $200 a month, you get access to the full suite on top of owning coins that are backed, not just the coins, you're owning the mining machine that mines the tokens backed by commodity. Let's go. Let me show you this real quick. See here. This is a full suite, right? I never traded crypto in my life, but I've gotten so into this crypto trading. It's crazy. We got on the crypto beginner module, okay? Crypto is a $2.6 trillion market right now that can't be ignored, right? You're going to learn to leverage crypto, the crypto world by being a rock star from day one. All right, let's go. This is what you get to learn. 3 modules, 22 lessons, 298 minutes. All right, and this is for the beginning level, basics. Learn an intro to basics. Look at all this. You're going to learn all this. Is what you see how I've been diving in, right? I'm not playing with this, and you shouldn't either. All right, perfect. You see what all we get here, okay? I get to learn so much that I never knew existed. Now that I own crypto, I own the mining node that mines crypto backed by the commodity. I want to know how this works. I want to know everything about crypto because I now own crypto that's backed by commodities. I get to do it here in the same program, right? Boom. So this is module 1, right? The crypto basics. Then we go down to level 2. We did level 1, level 2, crypto intermediate. What we get to learn here? 3 modules, 19 videos, 2 PDFs. All right, crypto trading international intermediate setup. DeFi. I don't know what DeFi is, but I know I want to learn what DeFi is. I do know DeFi is pretty much powerful. Understanding NFTs, Lord, baby Jesus, I want to know what NFTs are. I've heard it all around. I've heard it everywhere. Actually, one of our projects, our Black Gold project, just became an NFT. You don't believe me? Let me show you our Black Gold project that was actually in OpenSea. OpenSea is where people actually buy these NFTs once we list the NFTs, right? So let me see. Let's click on here real quick. I'm going to show y'all real quick. All right. Boom. Right here, we have the cryptos that are backed by commodity. This particular crypto, the Black Gold project, is backed by crude oil. And we sold out of the mining licenses, and every mining license that you own, once the entire license are sold out, turn into NFTs. And guess what? Our NFT, someone was paid $1,000 per license, just to give you perspective. Someone was paid $5,000 for license, just to give you perspective. But that one license right now is up for sale, and it's a sale, y'all. Sale ends. It says it's a sale. The sale ends September 26, 2023 at 8:23 p.m. And the sale is $174,855 for one of our crude oil NFTs. Okay. Now you thinking that we have no liquidity with this Black Gold project? Let me show you how liquid our projects are that we actually own. All right, we're here at dexscreener.com, and I got my coins on the watch list, right? Boom. If I click on debt token, this is our debt token. This is I'm sorry, not debt token. Let me go back. We go back to here. We click on the Black Gold, right? Black Gold is the project that's the license that's sold out, and you can see what's going on in the market. This bad boy's going up, right? Now it has $326,000 liquidity. All right, that means liquid. Okay. Then it has a market cap of 2.38 billion. We don't want to worry about that, but also here's what I also want to point right here. You see the buys versus sales. As you can tell, in 24 hours, there's been more buys than there are selling of the actual Black Gold tokens. Okay, people are buying these tokens up like crazy, right? So we see the 788 sales versus 176 sales in just the last 24 hours. Let's do the last 6 hours. 210 sales over 44, right? We can see the buying value, how much money is going into the token versus how much money is coming out the token, okay? Let's go 1 hour. 1 hour, 38 sales. 38 buys and 13 sales, okay? So 5 minutes, it's even, right? But you can see everything's going on here, okay? Not only that, I get to set alerts, right? So I get to set alerts, and I'm not going to do it here for the sake of time. Just let you know that people are buying. Matter of fact, let's see how much somebody's buying. Let's see who spent $100,000 in Black Gold. Let's see if anybody spent $100,000 in Black Gold. Nope, nobody spent $100,000 yet, right? One person. Let's go see if they spent $10,000. Okay. Yep, a lot of people either sold $10,000 worth of Black Gold, either bought $10,000 worth of Black Gold. Somebody bought $25,000 worth of Black Gold. All right, so we can click here, and we actually can see that person, and you can see their wallet. So I click here, I can see their wallet. I can go click here, and I can see what else they bought. They bought Black Gold, BGLD. It tells you how much Black Gold they actually own. So this person owns 48 million Black Gold tokens right now to date. You see that? 48 million. They own Black Gold tokens, 48 million tokens right now. Okay. So this kind of knowledge you'll get to know about when you understand that our projects are liquid. People are buying these tokens. They're buying these tokens, and they're also selling it, but people are buying as well. Okay. So that's what I'm talking about. When you learn what an NFT is, all the product examples, all those different things, and exploring the metaverse, understand what the metaverse is. Then you get to understand the chart patterns and stuff like that, indicators. That's module, that's intermediate level. Okay, this is just in crypto. Okay, and then we go to the advanced level. Okay, this is all for under $200 a month. For under $200 a month, you get access to the full suite. People are charging thousands of dollars to get access to this stuff. Okay, so you learn about crypto derivatives, the blockchain X-ray. Right, that's the advanced section. Now, on top of this learning in the crypto market, we have all kinds of trading courses. All right, we got crypto, we got basic crypto, we got forex basic. Okay, we also got futures market. Okay, so understand we got so many different trading classes, but not just that. We also do, they have live trading strategy sessions, okay? So we can go live as well and actually get yourself in a position to actually learn the training. Go live. They got live trading rooms. They got the recordings from when they went live, okay? So I can go back here. If I miss a live recording, guess what? It's here, okay? See? The April 6th, the last recording, they got it here, okay? So I can go and check out what the last recording, tap in, and get wrapped in, okay? And then find out when we go live. The trading rooms right here, live trading rooms, and they give me the schedule, okay? So I can tap in and see when these calls are going live and tap in and get into it. So if you ever was interested in understanding the crypto to a whole nother level, you want to learn how we're trading this crypto, you want to tap into this situation. And I told you, in order to get more information about this program, type or text the word solution to 404, all right? 404-995-1985. 1985. I'm sorry, 1805. I'm so excited. I'm saying my number. Let me show it to you. This is where you want to go ahead and text the word solution to, so you can get tapped in and get wrapped in to this amazing access to training, access to these videos, and really tap into this crypto trading. While we're mining, we're trading. We're making money, we're managing money, and we're multiplying our money. Let's get back to the video.
Make money. And while everybody's running around like chickens with their head cut off right now, everyone's scared, I'm going to continue to stay in this market, motivate people, and pull you and drag you across the finish line so you can make money in the greatest financial asset class on planet Earth. And this is not financial advice, but it's also not bad advice because I do it myself. And I make absurd amounts of money every single cycle. And I want you to make absurd amounts of money every single cycle, because it's like a cheat code that I just keep repeating over and over again. I have a cheat code and I keep doing it and I keep showing you every single time. Look at the returns of the S&P 500. Are you going to keep gambling with leverage to buy and wait for the market to increase with leverage? 10x leverage on a Tesla shares. Is that what you're going to do? Or you could just buy some safe cryptocurrency asset, don't be a degenerate, and not have to do any leverage and have to worry about liquidations in any way, shape, or form. Think. Let's look at Bitcoin versus the best performing stock since 2010. Now, again, I am not biased, right? So there is some stocks right here, Bitcoin, Amazon, Apple. There are some stocks that do phenomenal. So it's a little bit of both. Berkshire Hathaway, JP Morgan, they got hundreds of percents of return. Now, Bitcoin typically does well. And if you look at altcoins, altcoin does way better than Bitcoin, but I'm not biased. You could do well in the stock market too, but don't do the index fund 401k thing that a lot of people promote. Like, just don't do that. And I will be buying stocks, by the way, probably blockchain stocks, but just go for the high risk, high reward. I really wanted to hit that home for you guys so you understand why I'm so passionate about this industry and why so many people's lives have been changed, because this is the best way for me to change lives. There's no other way where I could tell someone, hey, buy this asset, and maybe in 2 years, it's going to be like 20x what you put in. And I do want to let you guys know that crypto is here to stay, right? So for example, 36.5 million American crypto users right now. That's just in America. It's here to stay, number one, and it's also very small. There's 331.9 million people living in the US. So that's about only 11% of the United States is invested in crypto. So something that I've told you guys, and I'm going to prove to you, is the next infrastructure of the internet only has 11% of the entire US population. This is not even the world. This is United States population, which has Silicon Valley and a lot of the biggest technological innovations happening in the United States. Only 11%, guys, is coming back, and you're like on the forefront right now. Between 2012 and December of 2022, Bitcoin gained what? 73,250%. My whole life is literally trying to find innovative ways to convince you. There I am. That's Alex. You know what Alex is? Alex is a guy that spends his time to find innovative ways to convince people about 73,250% returns. That's what I do for a living. And then I trade it myself, and I help as many people as possible. But I'm trying to show you guys what the deal is. 67% of millennials look at Bitcoin as a safe haven asset as compared to gold. The newer generations, the younger people, are looking at crypto. They're looking at digital assets. They're looking at internet things. So if you're older, get caught up. A lot of you experienced the internet boom. Get caught up. Millennials' wealth more than doubled, over 9 trillion since the pandemic began. So a lot of them were investing in cryptocurrencies, including me. But baby boomers are still worth about 8 times as much. So baby boomers have a lot more money, and they will eventually have to or be forced to jump into blockchain technology because that's where everybody's going anyways, right? So you see what I'm saying here? Like, it's so small. It's almost like the only people are adopting are the only ones that are getting wealth. The wealth transfer is happening in crypto. Anyone that adopts crypto will win. According to a survey by Investopedia, 38% of millennials said they have some form of cryptocurrency compared to 6% of baby boomers. Watch when the baby boomers starts coming into play, and watch when the older people start coming into play, and watch when the younger generations start getting older. They're all going to be adopting the next infrastructure of the internet. So I say to you guys, please pay attention. Do not get left behind. If you look at this website here, it basically shows the biggest financial websites on planet Earth. And there's one thing I want to tell you guys. Look, right here, very specific, number 11. CoinMarketCap was top 3, top 5. CoinMarketCap is a data analytics website that shows cryptocurrency assets. Top 3, top 5, back like a couple months ago. But right now, number 11 in the world for financial related websites when it comes to views. So the amount of people that view CoinMarketCap is 11 in the world. For people that don't think that cryptocurrency is not coming back, what are you doing? In the bull market, CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko were both top 10 consistently. That's views in the world. Views in the world. So it is a world asset class, and it's only 11% of the people in the United States. Just think about that. It's insane. The total cryptocurrency market cap is $971 billion, or equivalent to the 23rd largest economy globally. And this is in the bear market. It's bigger than countries. It's here to stay. Countries just don't disappear, right? Because their economy's big. There's a lot of people living in it. There's a lot of, interactions, right? There's so many different things in a country. Well, guess what? Cryptocurrency is 23 equivalent in economy size. You think it's just going to go away? I want you to put the pieces of the puzzle together. What I'm breaking down here is crypto got the best returns. It's very cheap right now, right? Everyone's leaving the market. It is the future, and we're very early. What does that say to you? 1 in 6 US adults are aware of Ethereum, making it the third most known cryptocurrency online. Not only are learning about Bitcoin, but they also know about layer 1 smart contract platforms, which is, I think, the biggest innovation, DeFi, et cetera, et cetera. Those are the biggest ones. There are 68.42 million crypto wallets worldwide, right? These statistics are relatively small. Remember, there's billions of people. Fortnite, and this is a big one because I actually have a story with one of my family members. He's young. He's like 10 years old. For Christmas, he gets his gift cards, right? Bro, he spent all
Whoa. We about to tap into something. If you got kids, if you have kids, nephews, nieces, what he's about to tell you about is why you need to pay close attention. Not just pay close attention, but get in the rooms to start implementing what's about to happen. It's already happening. You're seeing it right now. Now it's time for us as adults to get in the rooms, get this information, and apply this trading strategies, because I'm telling you right now, what he's about to say right now is $1 trillion game plan, and we get to tap into this right now. Talk to him, Alex.
All his money on Fortnite skins and like Roblox, digital things now. The kids are going to the digital world. Fortnite generated $5.8 billion in revenue in 2021 for Epic Games. Bro, it's a free game. Where did the revenue come from? Digital assets. Without a blockchain, they're going to probably integrate a blockchain in the future. Online assets is the future of mankind. $5.8 billion in revenue from a free game. In the past, I would have bought a Nintendo 64 game. Now it's all free. I can buy a free game and everybody's using it and they're buying skins so they can flex to their friends. Call of Duty. Bro, there's skins that go for hundreds of thousands of dollars. You guys know that, right? It's a real thing. Donald Trump generated over $5 billion in revenue from his NFT trading card collection in 12 hours. That's absurd.
Listen, guys, you don't have to know it all to get it all. I'm saying to you. You do not have to know it all to get it all. Borrow my belief until that belief becomes your belief. Borrow my belief and belief of Alex and the belief of anybody who's in the same industry as we are. Digital assets. What we have here is digital assets, ladies and gentlemen. What we have here on the blockchain is digital assets. Black gold. But we also, what we did, we took another step further, and we married real world commodities with digital asset commodities. I'm gonna show you in a second. My man Alex, keep talking.
$1 billion in revenue. That's insane to me. Here's a list of companies that jumped into crypto and are implementing blockchain technology. JP Morgan, Bank of America, Visa, MasterCard, Microsoft, Amazon, Overstock, Fidelity, PayPal, Cash App, Whole Foods, Starbucks. The biggest companies on planet Earth are adopting crypto. What are you doing? Why are you getting discouraged? Facebook spent more on the metaverse than NASA spent on their first rocket to the moon. Are you catching what I'm saying here? Adjusted for inflation too. They spent more on the metaverse than we did going to the moon. Think about that. But you guys are worried about crypto. Are they going to come back? Is crypto going to come back? A lot of people don't stick anything out for a year. If you stick it out for 3 years, you have a very good chance at making absurd amounts of wealth, 10 to 20 X's. If you keep making excuses, you keep leaving the market, I can't help you. Crypto is most certainly coming back. But the question is, are you coming back? It is so easy, bro. I could sleep doing this. I could literally not do anything, buy Ethereum and get a 10X. I could just literally wait. You know me, I'm ambitious. I'm trying to create businesses. I'm trying to get to the next level. I don't want to sit around and do the easy part. But if I was a lazy person, I would buy Ethereum, wait for the 10X, cash out. I have friends that are unemployed or do like little part-time work that are still living off the Ethereum gains that I helped them make in 2016 when I bought Ethereum at $3. I told my brother and some friends to buy it too. They did. They made a whole bunch of money. And still to this day, 7 years later, he doesn't have a job and he's using his savings from what he made in 2016. He's doing his music thing and he's not being lazy. That's not what I'm saying. But he has no income in music and he's just trying to be a musician. He's trying to make beats and things like that. And he's literally living off of it. You must be able to withstand the long suffering. That's the key here. You have to withstand a storm. And this is actually a big revelation I just recently caught. It's not about the highs and the lows. It's about how long you can last. You know, there's times when we win big and we get, ego and pride and we get greedy and, we get wrecked because of that. And there's times when it's really low and you want to give up. It's not about those two. If you could clip those off and like try to filter those out, like the pain you feel when you're low and the pride you feel when you're high, if you could somehow just like ignore that and withstand, this is how you make a lot of money. Any industry you want. It's literally never about how hard you work most of the time. It's usually like how long you've been in it. That's like the biggest variable. You could get wrecked for 20 years straight in crypto. And in the year 21 is where like you get a big breakthrough that makes more revenue than 50 to 100 years worth of salary. That's a thing. That happened to me, but it's way shorter period of time. I went hard at entrepreneurship for 3 to 4 years, caught crypto, and then made millions. It's not about how much money you can make now, guys. It's how long are you going to stay in crypto? How are you going to be a professional? Are you really going to get it? Because I'm at a point now where it's like, I'm not perfect, but it's very easy to predict what coins are going to pop off, what coins are going to do well. Here's a little story I wanted to dive into about Donald Trump. Before Donald Trump was known as the wealthiest president in U.S. history, he faced major financial battles. He had at least 6 businesses file for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. And at one point, he had millions of dollars worth of debt. He's now valued at over $3 billion and is known as one of America's top businessmen. That's a testament. Now, I don't glorify him. He has a lot of issues in his life. In a financial perspective, this man is a true testament to long suffering. He went through it all, and look, he's worth $3 billion. Walt Disney. Walt didn't have a straight path to success. He faced many financial trials and tribulations along the way. He was almost forced to file for bankruptcy. He almost lost his business during the production of Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs due to a lack of funding and capital. But he remained determined and persevered through these financial turbulent times and still managed to scale Disney to $130 billion brand. Pretty much every entrepreneur, person that's trying to make money has a story. You know it. Steve Jobs co-founded Apple at the age of 21 and was worth millions by age 23. He recruited another CEO and the CEO actually ended up firing him, the company that he built. He lost everything he worked for, but that didn't stop him at all. He started his next company, which is actually called Next, which was acquired by Apple, and Jobs became the CEO of Apple again. Every CEO goes through the story. Anyone that's trying to win something goes through a similar story. You have to go through it, but there's something that's in your favor, the law of averages. If you never give up, the law of averages suggests that you are going to win eventually. You're going to get your ideal outcome as long as you keep attempting at achieving your goal in vast quantities. If you just continue to do something, so for example, if you want to be a soccer player, if you do it forever, there's a very good chance that you will probably be a soccer player as long as you pick the right thing, right? This means that if you keep your success rate extremely low and keep going, keep chasing your goal, your ideal outcome will eventually come to pass. And it's basically what you've always been looking for. So don't give up, keep trying. And the more you try, the closer you are to reaching your end goal. The point here is that the law of averages basically states that as long as you don't give up, you win. You can accumulate massive losses and waste large periods of time. And as long as you don't give up, that's when you actually win. So again, this is a rally call to people in cryptocurrency. Don't give up. We're going to do a Bitcoin price prediction in this video. Bitcoin price is going down and it's going to get harder. And this is why I'm making this rally call video here. I don't want you guys to think that I'm like buying altcoins or anything. What I'm trying to tell you is that altcoins will come back eventually. And if you just stay in the market, you stay patient, you will win. 72% of people who consider themselves successful attribute their success to specific habits such as hard work, consistency, dedication, and discipline. That's the part that will set you apart. I just want to motivate you guys. 96% of people who don't achieve success blame it on their lack of effort. Pretty much every strategy I've ever implemented, every single one of them would have worked if I had more discipline and I had put in more effort into it. There's no strategies that just work because you did it. You make them work. If you're not making money, it's due to a lack of effort, not because cryptocurrency is a scam. You must not give up. We're entering.
I want to point that out real quick. People talking about, oh, my job, this, my job, that. Listen, your job is only guaranteed because you guarantee it. I got to put myself in full screen real quick for this one here. Myself in full screen for this one right here. Your job is guaranteed because you guaranteed you're going to show up and do the work that they asked you to do on the job, right? So everybody who's saying, well, I got to go to work because I got to make the money to pay rent, and I get it, no doubt. But we're going to use our job as a motivator, not a distraction, right? Because the truth of the matter is, anything you put time and energy in, you get good at. But do you get paid for the equivalent of how good you got at that thing when it comes to a job, right? Job is a means to an end, no doubt. And you can even keep your job while building wealth still, right? I still drive Uber. Why? Because I want to. I have options. I can do that. Now, here's the thing. The only reason why you're making money at your job because, one, you guaranteed you showed up and you did what they needed you to do for that many hours in order to get you a check. If you're not getting that company a check, there's no way you're getting a check, right? So understand that and understand that gravely, right? Because at the end of the day, whatever you do, you've done it for someone else to get paid so they can then pay you, okay? So at the end of the day, trading here, buying those and letting the notes mine for you, putting the work in to share it with other people, that's all a consistent decision. We're gonna decide to do this thing consistently. That's the key. I don't care if it's doing it for 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours a week, 5. As long as you're doing something on a consistent basis, you have no choice but to get better at that thing over time. Now, the key is, how can I compress my time to get better at that thing in a short amount of time, right? Because people misconstrue this whole network marketing industry where if it don't work in a month or 2 months, it must not work. But when we go to work, we're not thinking about we're going to be there for two months, 6 months. Matter of fact, we've been on our job 40 years, nowhere near millionaire. 40 years, nowhere near millionaire, right? But we're telling you, you give yourself the energy, a part-time energy here, and you can potentially change your life in 5 to 10 years. But people on their job 20 years, nowhere near millionaire, 40 years, nowhere near millionaire, retired with a pension and struggling to live a lifestyle that they work so hard for. I work this hard so I can have retirement when I'm done. But retirement is not retirement. And a true wealth and true happiness doesn't live in retirement. Okay? It lives in continue to grow and elevate. So I'm telling you this for a reason. Y'all. Everything you do, and the more you do it, the greater you become at it, no matter what that thing is. So let's go. You're going to work the job, take the job money, let that job be your personal investor to invest in the knowledge here and invest in actually having access to know that are mining crypto by commodity, building new wealth over 4 or 5 years, and learning the skill that's going to change the way you live, think, and operate. Let's get back to my guy.
Bring a new paradigm of understanding. Cryptocurrency right now is the world's greatest, best kept secret. Only 11% of the people know about it because the narratives are so manipulative and people do not know how to get their head out of the sand. A lot of people manipulate it financially. They manipulate the narratives. Bro, if you guys knew what I knew, billionaires, they want to keep it a secret. Let me show you an example of that. I'm going to jump into my screen and show you guys what I mean by the world's best kept secret.
But I want to go into effective communication, clear, respectful, and assertive communication with others. We live on an earth with a lot of different humans, right? It's pretty much everything if you think about it. I mean, if you look at a billionaire, what do they use their money for? They use their money for things that make their life better or human labor. That's pretty much it. Let's say I'm a billionaire. First thing I buy is a boat. What does a boat do? The boat gets you from point A to Z quicker, right? and it makes you happy because you're on a nice boat and you get to spend time in the sea. I buy a private jet, it gets you from point A to Z quicker. I buy a car, it gets you from point A to Z quicker. But guess what? All of those things are created by what? Humans. So really what you're buying is the human labor it takes to make those things, which makes your life more efficient. Now, as a billionaire, you also have probably companies. And what are you doing in those companies? You're hiring humans to do things to make you money. So if you really think about what money is, you're buying time. You're buying time of other humans because you have a bigger amplification effect. Sorry, this is detailed probably for another video. I'll explain it later, but the gist is that money equals time. If you get paid $15 an hour, your hour's worth $15. And the goal is to try to get that number up as big as possible. The goal is try to be worth like $1 million an hour, right? That's the goal. When you purchase and leverage time, you're essentially leveraging other people's time by running a business and having people work for you. It's very interesting. But healthy relationships will allow you to do that better, right? Building and maintaining relationships. Nobody wants to work for, a bad boss. I don't care how much money you pay. If he's evil, if he's mean, nobody wants to work for you. Not only that, but you can get actually free labor if you do good things for people. For example, if you help them financially, you can get free labor. If you help them, and inspire them and they like you and they want to follow you, you can get free labor. Healthy relationship is very important. Not just with the labor and business part either. You got to maintain healthy relationships with your family and your friends and everybody around you. You can't just be a degenerate, right? They don't like you and then you have no friends and then you're lonely and then it just turns into this whole rejection thing. So this is also very important. Time management, goal setting, effectively managing time and setting and achieving meaningful goals, being able to track your progress. Very, very important. Being able to track yourself. Hit your goals, guys. Hit your goals. These things are pretty obvious. I have to restate it in a different way. And Alex's version, right? This is my version. So what I'm trying to explain to you is that you need to be able to plan things and hit it effectively, okay, with a high quality and increased quality over time. So if you plan project A and you hit it, next time you have to plan project B, hit it in a smaller amount of time at a higher quality level. And this is how you become better and better over time. And I talked about it before. A lot of times people have issues with focus. They have issues lusting over women. They have issues of thinking of money all day. Personally, you don't have to adopt my belief system, but all of those issues were solved when I got the Holy Spirit. All of these things are good, but they're kind of like the surface level, watered down version of the Bible. The Bible is the greatest self-help book I've ever had in my entire existence. And the foundation is God, right? The God is 1,000,000 times more powerful than any self-help book I've ever read in my life. I've read hundreds of self-help book, never got the satisfaction or never got the knowledge I've got, the wisdom, the hand down wisdom, the timeless principles that I got in the Bible. So I did have to state that for you guys. You don't have to be religious to hear what I'm saying. Yep. The Bible is the oldest book ever known. It's people call it the first book ever created. So the wisdom passed down from that time period still stands today. So you don't even have to be religious. And a lot of religions besides Christianity, which is what I am, they actually reference the Bible. So there's a lot of good things in there that you guys can definitely dissect for your self-help journey. And pretty much all of these other things that we talked about were watered down versions of the 10 Commandments. So yeah, go look into that for yourself. So let's jump into the second part. Let's talk about the basics of money. You have to understand money. I'm going to dissect it a little bit in this video, but really you can spend years studying money and exactly what it is. A lot of people want to trade. They're trying to trade. They're trying to trade and they don't even know what money is. They're literally trying to trade assets. They're going to put 10K in a trading account, but they don't even know what durability means. This is sad. So I want to take personal responsibility for my audience and I'm going to show you what money is. I'm going to just explain to you so that you don't get left in ignorance, because you will lose money if you're ignorant to what money is. Okay. Basics of money. It's a medium of exchange, which means that it's a tool used to facilitate transactions between people. Okay. So here's properties of money. Just like you have properties of bikes. Yeah. There's 10 different types of bikes, but a property of a bike is what? A wheel, a seat, right? Well, some of them don't have seats, but you get the point. A wheel, a steering wheel, right? It's something to steer it. These are all properties of a bike. So money is the same thing, and there's all different types of money. The first one, durability. Money should be able to withstand wear and tear, right? If money just disintegrates, and back in the day, there was money that would disintegrate. For example, salary comes from the word salt, but it's actually very low durability because salt can dissipate. It can go away. It can fly away with wind. If you pour water on it, it's hard to transfer, right? Salt is a very bad durability. So this is an element of money. And there's all different types of money. Some money, for example, gold has a high durability. It's very durable. I would say even higher than that would be a cryptocurrency. It's extremely durable. Why? Because it's literally digital. You cannot break it. Like, it's impossible. So durability is a great element. Divisibility. Money should be able to be divided into smaller units so that it can be used for transactions, varying amounts. Okay, so that's important too. Some money has low divisibility, very low divisibility, right? For example, if you look at gold, you can't really buy a cup of coffee with gold. Or maybe you can if you order like those 1 gram gold things, but nobody does that. And it's very hard and annoying to divide gold up, right? Nobody does. I'm pretty sure, nobody in this video has done that before. I've seen it on TikTok, but nobody does that. Okay. So divisibility, you probably, used a penny before though, right? You've probably used 25 cents because the dollar has divisibility, right? So this is an element of that. Cryptocurrency has a high divisibility too. Bitcoin is way more divisible than even the United States dollar. If you look at a dollar, it divides into a cent, right? So there's 100 cents in a dollar. So the dollar is divisible by 100. I believe cryptocurrency, don't quote me on this, when it comes to Bitcoin specifically, is divisible by like 10,000 or 100,000 or something like that. Look up Satoshis. My goal is not to go into the specifics because that's irrelevant, but you could divide Bitcoin way more than you can divide the dollar. The next one, scarcity. Money should have a limited supply so that it returns its value over time. So for example, gold has a limited supply. What is a supply? Supply is how much is there on planet Earth, right? There's a limited supply because there's only so much gold on Earth. I mean, they're finding more, but that's what you call inflation. So for example, if you have 100 gold bars on planet Earth and every year 1 gold bar is found when they're digging, then that's an inflation of 1 gold bar. Scarcity is really important. Why? Because let's say hypothetically they find 100 gold bars every year. So you have a supply of 100 and it's literally doubling. Bro, that's a lot of gold bars. So the value of the gold bars will go down. So if the money can be printed like the Federal Reserve, so when it comes to fiat currencies, which is like USD or dollars or government-backed currencies, they actually have little to no scarcity. Why? Because the Federal Reserve could just print it. They could just print it at will whenever they want, right? So when it comes to scarcity, United States dollar or any fiat currency or any government-backed currency doesn't really have too much scarcity. Bitcoin has 21 million in existence. Bitcoin has 21 million, and there's literally no way you can print more than that. And Bitcoin has a high scarcity. And this is why 1 Bitcoin is worth right now like $18,000 to $20,000. And that's why the value is so high. It doesn't mean you have to spend $20,000 to get a Bitcoin. I told you, Bitcoin is divisible. You can buy $1 worth of Bitcoin if you want. It's divisible by like 100,000 Satoshis. So this is really important, okay? That even though the value of the Bitcoin's high, you can still get small amounts. You can buy $10 with a Bitcoin if you want. Recognizability. People should be able to easily recognize money. So when it comes to United States dollar, obviously this is the most recognizable currency on planet Earth. It's the world reserve currency, meaning every country essentially adopted USD because of the strategic power of the United States. Now, Bitcoin, not as recognizable. This is where Bitcoin and cryptos lose. Not everybody recognizes cryptocurrency as a currency. They don't want to buy it. They don't want to touch it. I do believe it's going to change in the future, but this is a property of money. Next one, store of value. Can the money be saved and used for later? We talked about salt. Salt, it's kind of hard to store salt. It's pretty difficult. Imagine having $100 million worth of salt. What does that look like? It's probably like a mansion filled with salt, right? So store of value could mean how you store it and also the value of it, right? Salt will probably depreciate over time because people could just make a lot of salt. Back in the day, salt had high value, and this is why salary came from salt, because back in the day, it was hard to find salt. Now it's easy to make salt. So everybody could just, it's just similar to scarcity, right? Things that are a good store of value have limited supplies, okay? Unit of account. Money is used to measure the value of goods and services and record financial transactions. So this is very similar to divisibility, but this is the measurement of it, right? So the money is used to measure the value of goods and services. How easy is it to measure that item with your money? Right. So, for example, if you have, I don't know, a hat for $25, how easy is it to recognize that that hat is $25 and your actual currency? Bitcoin, a little bit more difficult. Why? Because $25 is like, if you do the math, it's like 0.0000162 of a Bitcoin. But it's pretty simple with fiat currencies. It's just 25 of the dollars, right? So unit of account is important as well. So that's the basics of money. I will admit this gets deeper And in the free masterclass, we will have presentations that will show you these things on a deeper, more professional level. If you're looking to take your investment serious, head on over to the link in the description below to enter the free group. It's 100% free. It's very interesting. But I do want you guys to understand kind of the broad perspective that there are elements of money and different monies have different properties. It's that simple. Okay, let's jump into the next one. Let's go into risk management. We talked about that before. You guys got to be able to manage risk. And if you think about it, every decision on planet Earth is a management of risk. What do I mean by that? Every decision on Earth is a management of risk. So, for example, if you decide to brush your teeth today, back to the breath stinking, example. If you decide not to brush your teeth today, then there's a risk that somebody will call you stank. Vice versa. If you do decide to brush your teeth, then yeah, there's a higher chance that nobody will call your breath stank. That's pretty much every decision on planet Earth. There's a pro and a con. A lot of people think, well, I don't like risk. I like safe. Doing nothing is a risk. People don't get this. But doing nothing's a risk. Right now, inflation is at 8%, 6 to 8%, depending on what numbers you look at. So that means that doing nothing with your money, you're losing 6 to 8%. We talked about inflation. Inflation is basically how much money is printed per year, which devalues your money because it decreases the scarcity element. So that means inflation is the reason why your dollar goes less than it did in 1960. You guys ever heard like someone older say, hey, I used to buy a can of Coke for 10 cents. The reason why they could buy it for 10 cents is because inflation was significantly lower back in the day. Everything's a risk. Meaning, if you do nothing with your money, that is technically a risk at 8% a year. You're risking 8% a year. So literally every variable of your life is a risk, and you must know how to manage it, especially with your trading strategy. Boom, I hit home for a lot of people there. You must, let me say it again, you must be able to learn specific risk management strategies in your life as well as your investment and trade strategy. It's super important. I use kind of two risk measures. The first one is the martingale strategy, and we'll explain it right now. So basically, here's a betting simulation, and I want you guys to pay attention for real because this can get a little complicated. So take a second, lock in. If there's anybody in your house distracting you, tell them to shut up. I'm just kidding. Like on this video, turn on the post notifications and subscribe to the channel. Let's lock in, okay, guys? Pay attention to what's going on. So the first things first, I want to go over this betting montage. Let's say that this is, the betting montage number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. What do I mean by that? It's like a series, right? This is like game 1, game 2, game 3, game 4, game 5. Okay. Let's say you flip a coin, heads and tails, 50-50 odds, right? You flip a coin, you bet what? $10 right here. Boom. Bet $10. Oh man, I lost. You're down $10, right? You bet again. I bet 20. Right? And this is what the martingale strategy is. Simply put, you just double every time you bet. If you double every time you bet, the one time you win, you'll make up for all the losses. And I'll explain what I'm saying. So the second time, I'm down $10. I'm going to bet 20. Now I'm down 30 because I lost the first 10 and I lost the second 20, right? Then I bet again. Okay, I got to double it. $20 is double. I got to bet 40 now. I do it again. I lost. Dang, bro. I lost 10, 30, and 40. I'm down $70. I bet again, but I got to double because I'm sticking to my risk management strategy. $80. Boom, I win. I'm down 70, but I won 80. What does that mean? I just won $10. It's crazy. This strategy is amazing. So literally I lost 1, 2, 3 times. The fourth time I bet, I only had 1 win out of 4 and I made $10. You see what I'm saying? Let's keep going. Second montage or second series, whatever you want to call it, right? I go into the second series. I bet $10. I happen to win. Bet. I'm up $20 now. Let's go into the third series, right? I bet 10. I lost it. Dang, bro. I lost. I bet again. 30. I lost. Or I bet 20. Sorry. I bet 20. I lost. I'm down 30, right? I bet again. I'm down 10. I'm down 20, which is a total of $30. I bet again. I won 40. Now I'm up. You see what I'm saying? People don't use risk management in their trading. And they're all over the place. They don't track anything. They don't use risk management. And this is why they don't consistently win over time. Now, if you use this, I'll talk about that later. That's a little bit advanced. We'll be talking about advanced risk management strategies in the future, guys. But let's keep going. This one's a nasty one. Okay, so you're down. So you lost your first 10. You lost 20. You lost 40. You lost 80. You lost 160. You lost 320. So you keep doubling, right? You literally put a $320 bet and you lost. You double it again, 640. So again, if you add this loss, this loss, this loss, this loss, this loss, and this loss, and they win, that means you're down 630, but you're up 640 because you doubled it. Let's do the math real quick. I'm going to erase this so we can get some clarity here because this is actually pretty important. And we're worried about the left side here because these are the actual bet amounts. And then the right side is just that it's actually like the numbers, the truthful numbers. What do I mean by that? Okay, so for example, you bet 10, you lost. So you're down 10. You bet 20, That means what? You're down $30. So that's what I did here, $30. You bet 40, you're down 70, right? Right here, 70. You double it, you bet 80. Now 80 plus 70, you're down 150. You get the point, right? And then you double it, you're down 310. You double it, you're down 630. Now, if you double it again, what's double of 320? 640. So you double that and you make this bet. Right here, I'm down negative 630 with this betting montage. Right here, I'm down 630, right? But I got to double the 320. So I bet 640. Boom, I win. I'm up $40. So in this case, as you can see, okay, I lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. The 7th time I won. So I literally lost 6 out of 7 times. The 7th time I won, I'm still plus 10. So plus 10, and it's consistency, right? So, and then we have the last series, which is simple, straightforward. You bet 10, you're down 10. You double it, you win, plus 10. So you see what I'm saying? This is very interesting. Also, we do have a actual software that will automatically calculate this for you in the free group. So if you don't know what to bet with your trading strategy, we actually do it for you. So you really don't have to. It's different on a chart. So what do I mean by that? Let's say hypothetically right here, I bet and I'm red. I lost. Okay. So I bet, let's say I bet that the market went down, but it actually went up. All right. So let's go into actual examples in the market so you can see how it works in the market. Very interesting stuff. Obviously, we just talked about 50-50. Let's jump into the actual market. So the first thing is if you could identify a trend, it's very important, right? So the trend here is up. Let's say we're here. Let's just cut all of this out, right? This is gone. The trend is up. It's clear. And there's some macro indicators you guys could use. And we're going to be talking about macroeconomics in this video so you can see where the trend is going. So one principle of macroeconomics, again, people study macroeconomics for 10 years. All you need to know is the basics for now. And as you develop as a trader, you'll learn more and more. Let's talk about demand, okay? Supply versus demand, one of the basic principles of macroeconomics, okay? Let's talk about, for example, what creates demand. So demand is what? If you have 100 pair of Jordans, I did this with gold before. Let's just do it a little different one. Let's say you have 100 pair of Jordans, right? Let's say Jordan drops these new exclusive ones. There's only 100. Versus they drop the dunks. The dunks are very common. There's millions of dunks out there, right? Which one's going to be more valuable? The one with only 100 pairs is going to be more valuable. That's basically supply versus demand. Demand is how many people want that item. Supply is how many there is there. So if nobody wants it and it has a low supply, meaning let's say there's only 10 in existence, but nobody cares about it, then it still will be valueless. But let's say, for example, everybody wants and there's 10 in existence, then it'll be extremely valuable. Let's say hypothetically there's 1 billion in existence and everybody wants it, it's probably not that valuable. So when you want the asset to appreciate in value, you want to have a small amount and a lot of people wanting it. A small amount, a lot of people wanting it, number go up. That's how numbers go up. That's how you make money, all right, when it comes to investing. All right, so what creates demand? What are the variables that create demand? First things first, population. An increase in the number of consumers in any market can increase the demand for goods and services. What does that mean? If more people want Jordans, then yes, that limited supply, the value of the Jordans will go up if more people want Jordans. Simple as that. Income. The type of people that want Jordans, if they're rich, then the value goes up. If the people that want Jordans are rich, the value goes up. This is why you see people charging $20 million for a car, and there's still people that will buy it. If you think about a company that makes one car, they just literally make one car for $20 million. They just made $20 million. And maybe it cost them $1 million to make. They made $19 million profit, right? So having a market where there's extremely rich people involved, a demographic of people that are rich, that increases demand, okay? Next one, prices of related goods, right? What you price the item is important as well. If you drop the price, more people want it. If you increase the price, it might have this element of people like, hey, maybe I want that item because it's priced high. So it's kind of.
You're talking about the rich, right? You're talking about the rich. So let me show the market. We're going to go back to the market real quick, right? We're talking about the rich. So if I want to see what's going on in the market, I'm going to go ahead and say, where's my wells at? You see, I put in 10,000, right? I put in 10,000. And let me go ahead to this one right here. Let me go to the watch list. And this is our actual major coin, right? So let me go and put in 100,000 to find the whales, right? The rich people. Look at this. Somebody spent just on April 7th. April 7th, somebody bought $200,000 worth of our debt token. They spent $200,000. They got 19,382 debt tokens. And at the time, that debt token price was $10.97, and they bought 19,000 of that bad boy. So you're talking about the rich, the people who got money, they're over here buying right now. Someone sold $500,000, right? On the 7th. Okay. So and we had the liquidity, the 6.1 million. We can handle that kind of a sale. This is how powerful, when you look at liquidity and you look at a supply and demand, we have it here. So if I click on this right here and go look at who actually bought this, but I don't know the person, but we kind of see what their portfolio looking like. All right. They already got $500,000 in portfolio. Okay. They already got $500,000 just sitting there. Right. Okay. And they got all their projects. They got over less than 100 projects. Okay. So understand this, these person that bought our token, they are not new to crypto. Right. They're not new to crypto. Right. They currently still hold 106,000 debt tokens of our project, BGLD. Right? They actually hold 17 million BG Black Gold tokens. So understand, people are buying and holding, guys. So that's what he's talking about. When he's talking about when rich people get in the market, rich people are doing it, the demand goes up, right? Let's go.
Like a give take, depending on your demographic and depending on what you're selling and depending on how you market it, will also create demand or decrease demand. Okay, which brings me to the next point: advertising and marketing. If you make the item super desirable and everybody wants it and it's perfect for the person, like everybody really, really wants this item, then it will increase demand. Expectations, that's another one. What people expect out of the project. There's a lot of people that use this in the wrong way. They'll make the expectations of the project like the greatest thing on planet Earth, and then under-deliver. That will be short-term demand. So short-term, if you hype up the thing and it's amazing and everybody wants it, but then the deliverability, the item's actually not that good, it will actually decrease demand over a long period of time. So obviously, when you're running a business, you want to prioritize the long-term or the short-term. The long-term is so much more important, right? And this is how you keep a steady demand with your product. All right. The last one, government policy. Sometimes the demand will increase because of a policy of a government. The government will be like, look, I don't like crypto. We're going to regulate stable coins out of existence, which is probably happening soon. So all stable coins will get hit, right? This is what creates demand. Very important, guys. What creates supply? Well, it's very simple. When it comes to money, it's the Federal Reserve. They get to choose to print or not print. Okay. There's some supplies, like, for example, gold, that depends on how much they mine, right? Bitcoin, it's automatically programmed in, okay? Very, very important, guys, to understand that Bitcoin's automatically programmed in. Why? Because everybody knows the guaranteed supply. That's super important. Everybody knows exactly how much Bitcoin there is. In the Federal Reserve, we don't know. We have to take the opinion of a guy. He might print, he might not print, who knows? So as you can see here, Bitcoin has a fixed supply of 21 million, which brings me to the next point of the strategy.
So as you know, you're talking about Bitcoin has a market cap of 21 million, right? That means that there's going to be no more. So the scarcity is going to be there. The more closer to 21 million tokens has been actually distributed. Well, let's look at our token, the debt token, the token that's backed by our commodity. All right. If I go here and I click on one of these licenses right here, if you look at right here, okay, we're gonna click on here. It's gonna bring us to the debt token. So this is actually, which token is this here? This token is this. Let's go right here. Debt. ABTT. Let me go back here. Let me go back here. Let me see here. This is the debt token. What's it? Yep, the debt token, right? You can go down here, click on any one of these buys, click on the same buy here. Click on this. Let's go see right here. And we're looking at the token right here. Boom. Right. This is for the token of what? Debt token. This is the transactions. This is their receipt. Right. Boom. And we can go ahead and check out the actual name of this token here, which is debt. All right. Where's the token at? Right here. I saw it here before. 1 second. As you can see right here, the total supply of the debt token is going to be 50 million tokens ever to be printed for debt. Just like Bitcoin is 21 million tokens, well, debt tokens will only have 50 million tokens total. So the less tokens that's in existence, okay, the more valuable this token is going to become. And this token is backed by the commodities. So understand what he's saying is what you're seeing right then and there. Right then and there is what you're seeing. Okay.
Once you understand macroeconomics, okay, which that was a little taste of it. Once you really, really understand macroeconomics, then you should look into the micro. And what do I mean by that? So you understand the big picture, you understand where the world's going. Now you have to hone in on fundamental analysis on the specific thing you're going to buy. I call it altcoins because I invest in crypto, but some people invest in stocks. And that's called stocks fundamental analysis. And what does that mean? You analyze the fundamentals of the project. You see, okay, what do they have? What strategic advantages do they have? Do they have a superior CEO? Do they have marketing capabilities? Is their product amazing? Right? You look at a product, you dissect the product, and you try to make decisions for the future. And that's what we do for a living. Not completely. I have different variables. We'll talk about different strategies. But here's kind of 5 breakdowns. I do have a complete checklist.
So this is for the sake of the video. I'm gonna stop this right here, but I hear what I want you to understand at all times, right? That we're actually now in a position to actually win, right? What I need you to do, if you want to know more about how you can get your hands on this trading, to learn how to trade, the education and the live trading and signals and all that, here's what I want you to do, right? I want you to make sure that you go ahead and text the word solutions. On top of that, you're going to learn how to earn crypto backed by commodity while you're learning to trade and travel. So I'm telling you right now, those who have watched the video to the end and this has brought some interest to you, then you really want to text the word solutions so you can get access to the real information and what it takes to get in so that you can start to win. Listen, y'all, be great because you are great. My name is Jeff Trills, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.